Russian officials say that Ukraine has launched one of its biggest wave of drone attacks since the start of the war. One drone strike reportedly targeted the western region of Pskov near the border with Estonia and Latvia. Its governor said Ukrainian drones hit an airport and damaged several military aircraft there. Russia's military also claimed to have thwarted a Ukrainian naval attack on the Black Sea, destroying 4 boats carrying up to 50 paratroopers, although the claims could not be verified. Meanwhile, officials in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, say an overnight barrage of Russian missiles and drones has killed at least 2 people. Ukraine's military said it shot down all 28 missiles and most of the 16 drones launched at the city overnight. Debris from the intercepted objects fell on several buildings. Officials said it was Russia's most powerful aerial assault on Kyiv in several months. Let's speak now to DW's correspondent Matthias Bullinger for more on that overnight Russian attack on Kyiv. Matthias, that must have been another sleepless night in the capital. This attack seems to have been especially bad.
It was especially bad if you count the number of rockets and missiles being fired at Kyiv and also at other places. But all of them have been shot down, the majority here over Kyiv, and also some near Odessa, which is actually a place where until now air defense was not as effective. So it seems that they have invested or they have improved the air defenses around Odessa. Here in Kyiv, people have died, as it has often happened in these nightly attacks, from falling debris. There has been some damage, but none of these missiles hit their target, and most of the drones were also shot down. It's according to the official figures. We also must take into account that they might not tell us everything. One has not been shot down. It's pretty much follows the pattern that we've seen throughout the whole of spring, where these attacks were really massive and frequent. First, they launched drones to activate the air defenses, maybe to try to exhaust them, and then these missiles keep flying.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Russia has accused Ukraine of the biggest drone attack on Russian soil since the full-scale invasion. Has there been any reaction from Kyiv to that?
So you rarely hear the sentence, this is what we are behind this, or we have done this, or we have launched these drones from Kyiv officials, but you will often hear very, let's say, many details about the operations or some hints that this was done by Ukraine. And if you look at it realistically, Russia is really at war with one country in the world, and that is Ukraine. So there's not much guessing work to be done as who launched these drones. Kyiv has commented, the military intelligence have commented that 4 planes have been destroyed, 4 transport planes of the Russian army. They've also given the detail that these were planes involved in the first attack on Kyiv, and that were some of the planes that were meant to land on this airport near Kyiv, Hostomel, in order to capture the city. So these are, of course, details that somebody would disclose if they had a real interest in destroying these planes. There have been attacks all over the territory of Russia and on occupied Crimea. So this was quite a large-scale operation, and as people here see it, one that has successfully destroyed some of Russia's military infrastructure.
Well, thank you very much, as always, for your reporting. That's DW's correspondent Matthias Bullinger in Kyiv.